What's going on, everyone out there on YouTube? NES Ruler, and welcome to a brand new review. And this time around, we'll be checking out a film that was sent to me review by Synergetic Films, and you can pick this up right now on DVD. It is a film titled Checkered Ninja. So, this one was asked for me to review for you guys. You know, typically, I usually don't talk about animated films here very much on the channel, but I do see them. I try to go out and see a lot of the animated films that come out theatrically. I still enjoy them. I still feel like a lot of them have some really interesting things to say, so I do try to get out and I see them. But this isn't your typical theatrical animated movie. Sure, you've seen films come out the last couple of years where they're animated and a little bit more adult-oriented, and this one follows that trait of being a little bit more adult-oriented than what you think. I mean, there's a lot of drug jokes, a lot of pedophile jokes, a lot of, not that pedophile's funny, but a lot of coke jokes, a lot of pedophile jokes, things like that spread throughout this movie. But it's done in a very interesting animated style. It's not like something that you would see theatrically high budget kind of animation. You know, it's you could tell it's independent animation, but that doesn't mean that it's not nice to look at or it's poorly animated or anything like that. Just don't go into it expecting like a Pixar or a DreamWorks level type of animation. But Checkered Ninja, we basically follow this sweat factory in Thailand, and in the sweat factory we have a bunch of children making ninja plushes. And one day the owner of this sweat factory shows up. He's just this awful guy. Of course, like what we usually think about Monopoly personalities and things like that. Just an awful guy. And one day he arrives at this sweat factory and he's wearing this nice scarf, and he puts the scarf down at on this table, and the child that's making this ninja doesn't realize that she's sewing the scarf instead of the black tarp that they usually wear. So she sews the checkered scarf onto this ninja plush, and the owner gets very mad and he beats her to death with a cane. And this ultimately, somehow, they don't really explain how it happens, but somehow the soul of this famous ninja gets transferred into this plush, and now it's alive, and his job is to try and hunt down and murder this awful person who basically beat this child to death. So the ninja ends up on a ship, and it is brought to our main character by his uncle, who is like a drunken sailor kind of character. He gives the ninja for his birthday, and basically the ninja decides to help this little kid navigate through life, you know, stand up to the bully, get the girl, if he tries to help him track down this guy and murder him, basically. And that's basically about it. It has a light felt message, but buried beneath it, there's some dark things going on throughout the movie. From what I understand, this is quite a popular film overseas. I know they've made a sequel that came out a couple years ago. I don't think it has a release here yet in the States. I'm pretty sure this is the first release of this here in the States. But from what I understand, it's a pretty popular film overseas. So I hope we see that sequel, because I would like to watch it, because I actually quite enjoyed this movie, to be completely honest. Like I said, I had no idea about what it was about or anything like that. But I popped it in, and then they started making coke jokes and children getting murdered to death by a guy beating them with canes and things like that. I was like, oh, this is what this movie is about. But it's not too edgy. I think it's probably it would probably be okay for like the 14 to 17-year-old range, even 13-year-old range. You know, when I was growing up, I was watching messed up stuff since I was 10. But you know, I think it's more catered towards, you know, the teenage 14 to 17-year-old. I think they would totally be fine watching this. It's nothing like too graphic or hardcore like Sausage Party, which I really didn't like to begin with. But I feel like it still has a kind of a heartfelt message to it, and the bond between the Checkered Ninja and our main character is quite sweet and quite nice, even though sometimes the Checkered Ninja could be a bit of a dick. But it's just a really interesting film. It surprised me. I really did enjoy it, and it did make me laugh quite a few times when I was watching it. So it was a surprise. You know, that's sometimes what happens with these movies that pop up in my mailbox to review for you guys. Sometimes they're a surprise, and this one was a surprise. Checkered Ninja, a really interesting movie. It's dubbed. I can't remember where it's from. I think it's from Denmark. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if it's not from Denmark, but it's dubbed in English, but it was originally made in Denmark. So I wish they had the original, the original language track on here with subtitles, but unfortunately it's just the English dub that's on here. And it's fine. It's not like awful Italian style dubs or anything like that. The English track is fine. So Checkered Ninja, I actually enjoy this. If you guys like animation but a little bit darker kind of subject matter, then check out Checkered Ninja. Like I said, it surprised me. So that is my review of Checkered Ninja. There's no reviews, no features on this. This is the bare release. Forgot to mention that. Just the film. You put it on. You got the menu. You got audio settings and play, and that's it. Nothing too much to it. And the disc is just the cover art zoomed in. So Checkered Ninja, check it out. I actually enjoyed it. So that is my review of Checkered Ninja. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Hope everybody's doing well, and I talk to you guys soon. See you guys.